Hey guys, what's up? Mike here. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really busy with school and stuff. Yeah, graduation's coming up, and I've been like swamped with work. But I finally got a chance to sit down. I have a lot of comics and stuff that I want to talk about. It's like like a month and a half of not making videos because I've been really busy. But there's a lot I'm gonna be reviewing. So what I'm gonna be doing is first I'm gonna be doing the major event of the summer, Avengers versus X-Men. I'll be doing issues 3 and 4, and then issues 1 and 2 of Versus of AVX Versus. Followed by that, I'm probably gonna do Amazing Spider-Man Ends of the Earth. The last two issues, 684 and 685, which I haven't done yet. Oh, something really interesting. For you guys who got if you guys anyone got the variant of 685, this one, it actually says Part 5 right there. That's wrong. This is actually part 4. It's a typo. I guess it's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing my Ends of the Earth review. Followed by I have an Ends of the Earth tie-in somewhere around here. Yeah, Ends of the Earth tie-in. One shot, which is actually not bad. Then I'm gonna be doing my Avenging the Omega Effect, the 3 issue crossover between Avenging Spider-Man, the Punisher, and then Daredevil. Omega Effect. Followed by that, I'm gonna be doing probably either I'm probably gonna somehow but after that's the order I'm gonna be going in right now. After that, it's gonna be in some sort of order my Bat Book review consisting of issues 7, 8, and 9 of Batman, Detective Comics, and Batman and Robin. Uh, Winter Soldier 4 and 5. Um, and then I'm gonna be doing Wolverine and the X-Men 9 and 10, and some Secret Avenger stuff. And then I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Moon Knight actually ended, I think, this month or last month, so I'm gonna have to go liberate my Moon Knight for my friend. I'm gonna be doing a review of all 12 issues, sort of like how I did my Black Mirror review. Um, what else do I have? Captain America, some more Avenging Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Justice League. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. But this video is gonna be Avengers vs X-Men issue 3 and 4. I have the X-Men variant for issue 3. I'm with the X-Men, and I have the normal Jim Chung variant, Jim Chung cover, Chung. I think it's Chang of Hope, and the X-Men chasing her. And I should really redeem my free copy. I'm too lazy. So last we left off, the Avengers and the X-Men were throwing down, and Wolverine tried to kill Hope because he knows about the Phoenix Force. So she sort of powered up and teabagged him and Spider-Man. So we start off with Wolverine waking up on Utopia. He's been regenerating, and Spider-Man's been watching him regenerate for like the last hour. And they explain that Hope went off and the X-Men surrendered. Wolverine doesn't like this, so he goes off and chases after them. Oh, let me fix my chair. Oh, sit up a little bit. Ah, there we go. You see the X-Men and the Avengers standing around, and Iron Man and Cap are sort of discussing what they should do. Cap wants to sort of put them away, put them somewhere they won't like get in the way, and Iron Man's like, you're starting to talk like me during Civil War. Throw them into the negative zone. Like, what else could they do? Or put them into the Raft, which is their supervillain prison. You see, and then you find out that this is a trick. That Doctor Strange, he comes back with Illyana. It's wrong. Doctor Strange was overpowered in Demonland, and she switched places with him, and the X-Men escape. And they decide that they're gonna go. They're gonna go head to the Xavier School for the gift. Jean Grey School, because there are mutants there, and they'll probably have some allies there. We then see Hope. She's in San Francisco. She broke into a tech store, and she's building a device that is gonna I guess nullify her powers. We we then see Wolverine and Cap talking to Rachel Gray, and she's discussing that she can't find her or Hope, and they're like, keep trying. And you see that that um, Rachel's she's telling someone else this, and it's Cyclops, her father. Um, so we then see the Avengers at the Avengers Tower, and he's sending everyone on missions to go to different parts of the world to find Hope. Uh, Him and Wolverine are team up together, and they sort of get into argument over what Wolverine was doing, how he sort of went rogue on the mission. That their mission isn't to kill this girl, it's to protect her and to save the Earth. Like they don't want her to die. Um, so basically, it somehow ends up into a Wolverine Captain America smackdown with essentially Captain America kicking Wolverine, or Wolverine getting kicked out of a Quinjet in like the middle of the Arctic, and him deciding he's like, you know what, I have to. Is like, if then he's on his own side then, and he's gonna have to do what he has to do. Um, so that's where the issue ended actually. Wolverine in the Arctic trying to trek him back to civilization. All in all, and I honestly felt this issue was pretty weak. It's the creative team is I believe I think Bendis or no Brubaker, Ed Brubaker, and this one, yeah, Ed Brubaker, and it did the script. John Romita Jr. did the pencils. As I said, it's a little weak. Personally, I thought this weird personality of Wolverine and Captain Star fighting, that's a little weird. It was okay. The issue, in all honesty, was okay. It wasn't great. And once again, I really actually don't like Jonathan Hickman's, not Jonathan Hickman, John Romita Jr.'s artwork. It got really sloppy at some points, I guess. And I guess that when you're crunch for time, I mean, they release this bi-monthly. So, when you're crunch for time, you sort of let your artwork get sloppy a little bit, I guess. Maybe he was rushing. I don't know. He does a lot of books. But it sucks that he's a good artist. I liked his art in issue 2, but this book it's just really solid in some points and then really sloppy in other points. Like during the action scenes, it gets really sloppy. But when they're just standing around talking, all the artwork's crisp. I guess that's just when what happens. So I'm gonna be giving this issue a 3 out of 5. It's okay, it isn't great. It wasn't spectacular by any means. But issue 4 is actually a lot better. So issue 4, Avengers vs. X-Men. Bam. Hope Summers running. It's by Jonathan Hickman, John Romita Jr. once again, and his team of artists. So this book already gets a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna let you know right now because of one scene in the first page of the book. You see a polar bear walking through the snow, and there's beer in the snow somehow, and it's Wolverine. I don't know where he where he found a polar bear, but he killed that thing and is wearing it like a tauntaun. And he's following this trail of beer, and it ends up that there's someone at the end with a jet, and it's Hope, and she wants to talk, and he's gonna kill her. We then move into space, and we see the Secret Avengers, or the team of Avengers that Cap sent to space to fight the Phoenix. You see them fighting it, and you see Thor sort of hit it with his hammer, and it flies off into a planet and just nukes it. So so their attempts to try to stop the Phoenix is pretty terrible. You see, we then move back to Hope and Logan in Antarctica. You see her hands on fire, phoenixy fire, and she says like she wants to make a deal with him. She has more beer, and he decides to listen, and that she thinks she could control the Phoenix, and she wants to try. She thinks she can save the mutant race. She can reboot them, bring it back to where there were millions of mutants instead of just less than 200 or 300. So they decide to need to get to the moon. You then see the X-Men. They're currently scattered all over the world looking for Hope, and Emma's looking for Hope. She actually takes over Toad's mind, the janitor of the Jean Grey School, and uses him to use Cerebra. And then you see they're looking throughout all the battlefields. She's not in Wakanda, not in Tabula Rasa, Um, and non-Latveria, you just see Avengers and X-Men going at it like crazy. It's actually this issue is actually pretty solid on the artwork actually. They're not in the Savage Land, just people going to town on each other. And it's a lot of as you find out in Wolverine and the X-Men 10, a lot of the X-Men actually defect from Wolverine's X-Men. They actually leave. They're like we think that they think that Hope's the can do it. To decide that they're gonna stand with the X-Men in this that they're gonna help Hope. Like this isn't to help Cyclops. This is to help the mutant race. And regardless of how Logan feels about Cyclops, he's gonna help them. As I guess, you see them fight, and you see Cap and Tony talk, and they decide that they find her, and they found where she is, where she's going. You then move to an aim base, and you see Wolverine and Hope just beating the crap out of these AIM soldiers, and Wolverine's just killing everything. He just going stab mode, and they steal a rocket ship. They steal a ship, and they go to the blue area of the moon. For you guys who don't know what the blue area of the moon is, that's actually where the Inhuman city was. The Inhumans from they're humans that were experimented on by the Kree. They have some Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw. Those guys, those are the Inhumans. They used to live on the moon, but they go to the blue area of the moon where the blue area of the moon where there's an artificial air environment where air exists. So they go there, and she senses the Phoenix. She feels it's coming closer, and when she gets there, the Avengers are already there, and you find out that Wolverine and actually contacted Cap before they got there, and he made a decision that to get her off Earth. And then you see the X-Men show up, and they're gonna apparently go to town on each other. Like start another beatdown on the moon. You see Thor actually crash into the moon, and when Hope looks up, you can see the Phoenix right there. And everyone sees the Phoenix, and that's where the issue ends. So this issue written by Jonathan Hickman and the art by Romita. Art-wise, this book is a lot better. The art is a lot crisper, a lot more solid. Even the action scenes, it looks a lot better than the last issue. That's what I personally feel. I would like to see Jim Chung actually do some of the artwork or for one of the issues. That would be really interesting. I really like his artwork a lot. The way he draws characters is really nice. So solid artwork from Romita and his team. Story-wise, so this book automatically gets a 4 out of 5 because one, Wolverine sort of kills a polar bear. I know that's bad, but he wears it. That's cool. And they steal his rocket ship. That's just badass. And the action scenes are what really carry it. There's not a lot of talking, but the action scenes carry it very well. And just the plot-wise, the plot, in all honesty, it was really good, solid. I don't really understand the weird how Wolverine and Cap made up so fast. I guess because they're friends for a long time, but still a little awkward, or I guess weird. They don't really say anything. But all in all, I'm gonna say good issue from Jonathan Hickman. I mean, he's one of Marvel's premier writers, so he's gonna do a good job. It was a good job. Our characters were true to themselves. So as I said, 4 out of 5 for book issue 4, which is weird. Issue 4, 4 out of 5. Issue 3, 3 out of 5. 5 will not get 5 out of 5. I don't think so. In all honesty, just a quick note on Avengers vs. X-Men. What I suggest you do is you don't try to read all the tie-ins together at the same time as you read the normal issues. If you're going to read them, read Avengers vs. X-Men, just Avengers vs. X-Men, 1 through, I think there's going to be 12 issues. Or 10 issues, I forget how many, but read just the main event by itself. At first, you could read Versus. Versus is just Versus. I'm gonna be doing a review later. It's not Versus. Is just silly, but don't try to read the tie-ins yet. And after, I think as this event gets closer and closer to the end, you should revisit the tie-ins because it gets confusing. In all honesty, of what time period the the tie-ins fit into the books. So it's a lot easier just to wait until a lot of the books are out before you start reading the tie-ins. So you could sort of build a natural timeline because the tie-ins are each coming out at a different time. So like issue 4 came out this week, but a tie-in that actually takes place in issue 3 could could have dropped the same week. So it's in an event like this where it reaches, it's in every Avengers book except and every X-Men book. It's important that to build to understand the entire situation, you take things slow. So thanks for watching, guys. Not much else to say. Rate my video. You know the drill. I'm not too tired to do the things, but hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're graduating, congrats. Other than that, have a good weekend. It's almost Friday. Thanks for watching, guys.